Getting out of a city during a mass evacuation was easier said than done, and leaving Fort McMurray, you only have two options: by land or by air. For those going by air, WestJet was one of the companies who stepped up to assist the people getting to safety.
The Tuesday when everybody was evacuated, we had canceled our service out of Fort McMurray. The next day, we went in and we had, because a bunch of people were stranded at the airport, so we put 3 flights in, and basically anybody who was at the airport at that time, we get on the aircraft. We want everybody to get to safety. So it was a little bit of just like whatever needs to be done to get everybody out, we did.
WestJet didn't just help those at the airport, as many residents were stuck north of town at the campsites provided by the oil sand companies. So with the support of Shell and Suncor, WestJet was able to get more workers, children, and pets to a safer environment through their chartered flights program.
So anybody who had arrived at these camps, we weren't charging them, but it was definitely being paid for by Suncor and Shell to, it was helping evacuate their staff, and then anybody else, including, children and a lot of pets. I'm sure you saw the social media feeds around the dogs on the plane. Anybody who showed up, get on the plane, and we're going to get you out.
Getting out is just half the battle, as residents do have to return. So commercial airline services like Air Canada and WestJet have resumed operations and are doing everything they can to ensure residents make it back to Fort McMurray with minimal concerns.
We're making adjustments in different markets right across the country, adding more seats into Alberta, so those people that went back to Atlantic Canada, for example, we're now getting them back into Alberta to pick up their cars.
We do have a 25% promo code for flights up until July 31st. We have waived all baggage fees for people who are returning to the area to Fort McMurray. We've also waived the pet kennel fees. We've worked with Transport Canada to ensure that anybody who did leave the area that doesn't have ID, that they will be able to fly. We just recommend that they get to the airport with extra time to make sure that they can have a full screening before they get on the flight.
So getting back will be made easier by the airlines as core infrastructure continues to be improved upon each and every day in Fort McMurray. The airlines will be doing what they can, and our Happy Air service has resumed to the north.
We'll just keep supporting this story and these great people of Fort McMurray.
Everybody's hearts have been with the community since we saw the devastation occurring at the beginning of May, and we're very proud to be able to support your community during this devastating time, and we're going to be here for you for the long term.
With an eye on the skies and being Fort McMurray strong, I'm Doug Roxburgh.